This is truly the kind of market that's going to separate the profitable real traders from the ones who are just following chat room alerts and gambling. What's up, guys? New week so far. It's a slower week. Again, we're technically in the summer trading. Welcome to what the market looks like in the summer before 2020. I think a lot of new traders entering the market in 2020 and 2021 don't really know what a slow market looks like. This is what it looks like in a slow market. Typically in the summertime, before the whole pandemic hit in 2020. So in the years before that, 19, 18, and 17, it was like this. And it's very important to know how to survive and how to size down and take the meat of the move in this kind of market. Because if you're trying to hit very hard, trying to chase breakout, following chat room alerts, you will not survive in this kind of market condition. So I'm happy to end the day with a small green. Gotta be conservative. Not every day is gonna be, like home run trades. I will say though, today is the kind of day that I struggled to make even 4 figures. So we'll start with the losers first. So in this kind of slower market, I prefer to trade the large caps because small caps are pretty much dead. Peloton, I was more short bias on this gap down with the negative news and also with the entire market kind of selling off a little bit today. Right idea, wrong time. So I started shorting a little bit too early around 110s. You can see the stock later went down to 113. I stopped out of the starter here. I did re-hit it, small size 112, but I was really quick to get out around 111s because I was thinking that I want to see it fail the 112s again to re-short it back down. Right idea, but I just kind of like lost track of it, so I never re-entered the stock short. And you can see it ended up fading from 111s down to 106 and 105. Even though this is a small loser, I'm not gonna lie, this kind of hurts because I had the right idea, but I just didn't re-enter the stock. So small loser to start the day, and it hurts even more to see it fade all the way down to like 105s, and this might actually drop even lower down to like 100s. So that's the first loser. The second small loser is HOG. This one, same thing. I only had a starter. So in this market, I like to go in starter, whether it's long or short, and only if it starts working, and I'll keep on adding into it. So for HOG, this is another starter short. Starter long, which I lost on. They had really good earnings. Earnings beat. They beat on EPS, revs, guidance, and it was when we were watching this pre-market, this thing went from 43 to 44, and at the market open, it just ripped to $46. And I was thinking we're gonna get a pullback, which is where I got in on the pullback. I wanted to see even more breakout on the daily. First of all, to higher day and higher highs on the daily. If you look at a daily chart, it has a lot more room to go, but it's just not a lot of follow through, at least not the first hour. Right now you can see this thing consolidated near the lows and kind of started going up higher again, but we're just not in a market where we see like straight up breakout and follow through and early on. Usually we need a lot of pullback and consolidate for the first 2 hours. You can see we consolidated from 9:30, from 10 o'clock to 11. That's when it starts making a more directional move. So the small loser on this long starter, but it's starting to work now. So maybe we'll get another play on this in afternoon. We'll see. So now moving on to the winners that actually worked out and where I actually got to scale in and add into my winners. CLNE, this one gapped up pre-market. You can see we broke to $14, but we rejected that really early on. So once that 14 rejected, I got in short. I even got in late, but it worked out really well. Got in late, 1370s. I added 1360s, covered into basically the small flush out. I wish I held to 412s, but it was just so slow in the market, so I didn't have the patience to keep on holding for that long. And also the stock was easy to borrow with the Amazon news. So I was thinking, even though I did short it, I thought we might see some consolidation and for like a reversal move midday. It looked like it was trying to do that here, but we just kind of failed and keep on breaking down more support levels. So it's dead now. And I didn't hold it for that long. My best cover was around $13. But this is one of the only trades I got to add into today on the short side. So the next stock is CLOV. This one I only shorted, but you can see at the open had a very nice breakout. Once it reclaimed the pre-market low support, it went up to 10s and even went to 1050s. It looked really strong early on, and this thing was on the weekend watch list. While I didn't catch the morning move because I was busy fighting Peloton and HOG. This thing did fail $10 again after that breakout move. When a stock like this breaks out to new highs, but then break down right back down again and break some like key levels, which is $10 and then later on 970s, that shows me that's actually, the breakout was sold into. This is actually weak. So that's why I scaled in short. I had a starter, 960s, and I reshorted, added to 980s on this VWAP test. And then we got like a breakdown move to 950s. And I covered way too early, as usual, just because I was trying to watch a couple of the stocks at the same time. But this thing did reclaim, sell off to 930s, and now we're kind of retesting the VWAP levels again. We'll see. I mean, if you're looking at this daily chart, this volume is very significant. So I wouldn't be surprised if we get a secondary push to test $10. And if we reclaim that, then this thing could keep on going. But this $10 level it keeps on rejecting, so it has to break out and hold above it. If not, then we're gonna fade down to $9 and below. But I'm all out on the shorts now. This turned out to be a decent winner. So CLNE and CLOV were both decent winners on the short side. Now the other stock I played on the long side is MARA. Now this one I really thought we were gonna keep on going. I was looking at Bitcoin futures prices. Obviously we had a huge drop over the weekend, and that's what caused MARA to gap down from $39 all the way down to $35. Ooh, that's a nasty gap down. So a lot of times, when I'm trading these gap down plays, I'll kind of look at especially when this one is tied directly with BTC future movement. I'll look at how this thing trades at the open, whether it reclaims some key level pre-market. For me, it was 35.40s. It reclaimed that. That's why I got long starter. And then this thing really quickly pushed to 37. But I was busy trading a couple other stocks, so I didn't catch that move. But I did add to full size around 36.10s. 36.10s, yes, we did dip a little bit down below VWAP, but we keep on holding at 36 level, which is around VWAP. So to me, that was still fine. We might see more follow through. And on this pop to push towards 37, I want to see if we hit 37, but there was a lot of selling around 36.80s. So that's why I got out half of it around 36.70s. And then I set my stop at break even, just because after seeing in the morning, there's a lot of breakouts that didn't hold, such as the HOG, and then what's the other one? A couple other names that didn't hold the breakout. I want to make sure I take some profit. Even though it's not huge profit, but small gains, they definitely added up today. Even though it's only like a 70 cents move. I set my stops on the break even on the rest at 36.12s. And then you can see that was a good stop, because after this thing just sold off back to even more lows. So stops are important. Sure, it sucks not capturing the entire move, the entire gain to 36.80s and 37, but I'm taking the meat of the move. And in this market, it's important to be more conservative. So if you have a trade that's working, that's great. But I don't want to turn a winner into a loser. And that's why I set my stops the way I do. It might be too conservative for some people, but this is what I'm doing to ensure that I survive in this kind of slow market. This is what I usually do in the summers prior to 2020. And I'm still here after all these years. Again, this is the kind of market condition that really separates the real traders who know about risk management, following their stops, and taking the meat of the move and be conservative versus the people who are just chasing chat room alerts, gambling, and trying to get rich quick. The second type is the kind of people who perish in this kind of market. So like I said, I'm ending the day very small green. You can see none of my profits were over 4 figures. It is a very, very slow market. But again, small gains, they definitely added up. And this is how I'm going to keep on surviving in this market, by sizing down, being patient for my entries, and following my risk. Okay, now it's time for our Q&As. Now, the first question from Mike B. Can you please do a video with HTB fees comparison between Centerpoint and Cobra Trading? I already did. It's in one of my videos explaining short selling, and I compare the broker fees there. But in short, Cobra Trading is a lot cheaper, and I use them both, but Cobra Trading is my main brokerage account, especially when it comes to shorting. Now, the second question is from Strangey E. So he or she is asking that just to confirm my own understanding, the small profits are about 1 to 2%, and people are expecting a lot more, like 10%. Now, here's what I think. I think you have to take what the market gives you. When the market was hot, yes, you could get 10% moves on each trade per day, every single day. It's very possible in a hot market, especially when there's a lot of follow through. So that was the case in January and December especially, and also February. But in the current market condition where we're in right now, you can't have those unrealistic expectations and set those profit goals. Because if you try everything you can do to hit that profit goal in this kind of market, you're gonna end up losing a lot more, just because you have to wait for your setup. If the market is not giving you the 10% you want, take the 1%, take the 2%. And for me, it's been taking like 50 cents, 20 cents. A big move on Mara would be like an 80 cents move, and that is a lot smaller. But I have to be conservative and adapt to the market, right? And also, I don't really trade in terms of percentage moves, like 1 to 2%. That's fine. I know some people do that, but I look at it as more of, how much am I risking per trade? Is it 20 cents? If I'm risking 20 cents, can I get 60 cents out of that? So that's how I do my calculation when it comes to risk and sizing in. The risk per trade, not the percentage per trade. So if you're struggling in this market, it's okay. I think a lot of the momentum traders I know feel the same. It's slower, but there's still definitely opportunities as long as you're sizing down and being more patient with your trades and letting the trades show you and set up instead of buying chat room alerts or trying to hit your profit goals. I'm telling you, if you keep on trying to force trades to make that let's say $1,000 or $2,000 a day profit goal, if you keep on forcing it, you're gonna end up losing more. And the correct way should be you wait for the market that favors your setup and your conditions to come back, and you go back in with your original size and your original momentum trading style. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask me in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and the bad jokes. If you want to see more day trading content, make sure to subscribe and follow me on Twitter and Instagram for more. If you'd like to trade with me daily and get my free weekend watch list and trading journal, make sure to check out the links below for more resources. Stay green, stay positive, and I'll see you guys next time.